Where do you think we should set up?
It's
a nice tree right here.
What are you thinking?
What's that?
What are you thinking?
Biggest thing is trying to find the good spot. I like that tree right there, but there's a lot to clear. We got a lot to clear because they are coming from around either here. This is a good pinch point here, so they're coming around the lake right here, going in the water. This is where they've been drinking. Shooter buck I'm after, he keeps coming from this way and then coming down, and then he'll go back that way. He's not coming up this way too often, so most of them I've seen him, he keeps going that way back to the north. So I need to get myself lined up where I can either stop him somewhere in here or get him when he's coming down for a drink. So that's what we're trying to figure out right now, where we should set. You want a really good saw? How do you say that? Hoyman?
Hoyman?
Hoyman. I've had this thing for 6-7 years. Yeah, the bottom's broke. I think I know where that's at. She still works pretty good. It's cut a lot of trees. I'm exhausted. We're all set up. We're gonna get back out here in about 2.5 hours, 2 hours. So we've made enough noise for today. When we come back, Logan's not gonna fall out of a tree, right, Logan?
That's the goal.
That's the plan?
That's the plan.
All right, let's get out of here. You cut your knee up pretty good.
A couple times.
So far it's 10 to 6, and we've already had a mature doe behind us at 40 yards on the edge of the lake's swamp. She didn't really present a good shot, so she actually went up the hill up towards my dad. Hopefully my dad gets a chance at her, because he'll take her. And then we just had a 4-point behind us, which I don't know how we didn't get busted by the wind. It's blowing right at Obviously what you seen there was no big buck killed, harvested, whatever we want to call it. We seen about 7 deer come in. We had a cold front moving in, a storm. I didn't even know we were supposed to get that type of rain. I knew we had a cold front moving in, but off in the distance, Logan and I throughout the whole that whole night, we got out there about 4:30, I think it was 4:30, 5 o'clock when we went back out to hunt, and I was like, "Is that thunder?" I look at my radar, and there is storms coming. We ended up seeing 7 deer total. Logan and I up in the same tree. Logan, proud of you, bro, for getting up in the tree. He said he's not much for heights. We went and got another hawk tree stand and set up a double set. So Logan was right above me on my right side, and it worked out great. I think the footage was real good. Completely forgot to turn on the other camera. We had a GoPro, so you could have seen a little bit more of that other doe, but here nor there. She didn't present any type of good shot. She's at 40 yards. I probably could have, let one fly. 40 is my max that I like to for deer. So she hung out for a little while, and then she ended up making her way up the hill. Went up the hill and then down around. Don't know where I think she ended up going up to my dad up at the top, up by the field. And then we had multiple other deer, other does, a lot of immature bucks, but out of all of them, the only one that actually gave an actual presentable shot was the yearling. You see at the very end of the video right before cut into this. She hung out for a little while. It's just fun. It's fun watching them. She was making noise. You could hear her little noises they make. It was kind of cool to hear that and whatnot. But due to it being in the woods down there in the pines, it's really dark. It gets dark down there really quick. So I'm texting my dad hey, just so you know, we're gonna be coming up. We'll wait a little bit, just because it gets darker down there. And obviously he's up at the top of the field where he's got better light. And it's typically about 10 minutes before actual last light. Where you can take your shot. So we end up getting down because there was some rain coming, pretty good amount. We end up going out and hanging out at the truck waiting for my dad to get down, and then it started raining pretty good on the way home. Once we got home, we got everything prepped. We went up to north of out here, about an hour north of us. Did a loaf hunt for geese. It was still fun. I'm that type of person that most of the guys I hunt with, I should say all of them, no matter what, if you're taking an animal or not, bird, whatever it be, we always have a good time. Just conversation, razzing on each other, whatever it be. It's always been a good time. We had a good hunt. We ended up only having 2 birds come in, decoy on us. We ended up picking up the spread, and literally 20 minutes later, we got I think we got the last set of goose decoys picked up, the full bodies. And that's all we ran, was all full bodies. Floaters, full bodies up on the shore. It's a pretty cool setup. Once we got everything picked up, the masses came. Huge sets of them. Corey was calling like crazy on them because my calls were up in my truck, and I didn't have my gun. Only 3 of the guys had their guns there, and the other 2 of us were just kind of sitting there going, "Oh, this is fun." But it didn't work out. We didn't stack a pile, but again, it was a great time. I just love getting out there and just hunting. It's not all about all about the harvest, the kill, whatever you want to call it. It's a great time. But this week, I only got essentially 2 weeks before I leave for Florida for our family Disney trip during the rut. I love you, Emily. So I'm going to be trying to get out in the morning now, especially with this cold front pushing in. Obviously, deer's patterns are going to change a little bit now that, the cold front push, that's what they say. Deer's patterns will start changing. So we'll see what we got. Been getting a lot of pictures on the camera today. Nothing really crazy. No new bucks yet. I'm sure that'll take a couple days. We'll start seeing possibly some more bucks, more deer in general. We've had a lot of deer in the area, but it's just not a lot of good shot opportunities. That's one thing about archery. It's why I love archery a lot more. It's a lot more challenging. It's not just, I could have maxed all my tags out if it was PU season, gun season. But that's why I love archery. It's a lot more of a challenge. You gotta work more for it, and that's why I love it. I love a good challenge. So stay tuned for more videos. We're actually getting ready to drop a new design. I'm pretty excited about it, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you get over to the website, check out all our hats, all our clothing, all our social medias. We're terrible with Instagram and Facebook. We're just not good at it. We'll get better at it. We have somebody that really wants to get back into it, pushing our Instagram and Facebook. But for now, we've been focusing on YouTube and our one viral video that I think it's like 290,000 views of us being degenerates, whatever you want to call it, just us having a good time in the marsh on our middle zone opener. 290,000 views, and it's been shared. It's unreal. I think it was like 10,000 times or something like that. And other people are like posting our video on Instagram and stuff. That's kind of cool to see. It's just funny, little things like that's what goes viral. So, but enough of the blabbing. Catch you guys on the next one.